be having a look at the FCE listening exam. And remember, if you're enjoying these videos and they're helping you, please remember to subscribe to our channel and get the videos as they come out, because there's going to be lots more where this one came from. So, as I said, we're going to be talking about the listening part 1. In this video, I'll be telling you what you have to do in this part of the exam, and then after that I'll be giving you some tips of how you can boost your marks in this part. So let's have a little look. Your task: you are going to hear 8 different dialogues. Okay, for each dialogue they will explain briefly what's happening, and then they will ask a question, and we'll get back to this in a minute and I'll show you an example. You'll have to pick from 3 possible answers. So for each question you're going to have an A, B and a C, and you've got to pick which one's right. And you're going to hear each dialogue twice. So don't worry if you miss it the first time, because you'll have a chance to get it a second time round, or if you get the answer the first time, you should listen to the second time round to make sure your answer is right. So here's an example. You will hear a radio interview. That is them telling you the scenario. What's happening? What is the man doing? There's the question. So that's the information you're listening for. A, complaining about the weather. B, agreeing with the woman. C, expressing doubt about the future. And you're going to have 8 of these types of questions. And obviously after this, you will hear the dialogue between the man and the woman, or the radio interview. So the tips. What should you do to improve your marks? First of all, underlining keywords is very important. This lets you know exactly what information you are listening out for. So for example, here you can see you would underline, what is the man doing? Not the woman. That will probably be a trick that they're trying to pull on you. What is the man doing? So complaining, weather. Is he complaining about the weather? Agreeing, woman. Agreeing with a woman. Doubt about the future. There you go. So you know exactly what you're listening for, and this will basically help you eliminate answers, which is our next tip. So as I just said, if you hear the man moaning and groaning about how bad the weather's been, then perhaps the answer is number 1. If he is disagreeing with the woman, for example, it is definitely not B in the previous example. So eliminating answers is a good thing to do here. Remember, you've got a choice of 3, and usually one of them you can get rid of. The other 2, it's a little trickier. Listen out for synonyms of your keywords. Now, what do I mean by this? So let's go back to that example that I was talking about a minute ago. So instead of complaining, you're probably not going to hear the word complaining, or if you do, it's going to be a trap or a trick. Instead of complaining, maybe he'll say something like he's unhappy or depressed, something like this. Agreeing with the woman is probably going to be an expression. I see what you mean. I think you're right. Something like this. Expressing doubts about the future. I don't think so. I'm not sure really. It's going to be some kind of expression. So they're never going to use the same words. They're always going to change them. So if you're really good at this part, you can kind of guess and try and predict what expression or what vocabulary they're going to use, and this obviously can help you find the answer. Okay, so I hope this has been very useful. If you have any questions about this part of the exam, please get in touch with us. We'll be more than happy to help. Thanks for watching. Bye.